Hi everybody, just going to do a quick video reviewing these Hyper Royal Blue Air Jordan 1s. I got these at a Nike outlet for £60, which is very cheap indeed. There was quite a few of them there, so they've obviously not been that popular, and they're such a strong blue. The video doesn't really do it justice, but they are such a strong blue, you can kind of see why. And they come packed with the matching blue Hyper Royal laces, which just really saturates the blue. They do come with this spare pair of sail colour laces. Look like white, but they're not the sail, the same as the sole. This is a sail colour, it's not a pure white. The video doesn't really do it justice again. I swapped those out straight away for the sail laces because it's just otherwise just way too much blue. But these clearly didn't sell out all that well for an Air Jordan 1, and people often focus on the quality of materials, and without a doubt, of all the Air Jordan 1s I have ever had in hand, these have the most amazingly soft leather, and I really don't know why it's not been picked up on more. So if you're one who's a fan of supple leather, let me tell you, it doesn't get any better. People talk about the shattered backboards all the time. There's some nice leather on those, some nice tumbled leather, but it's nowhere near as soft and as buttery all the way around, and it is all the way around. I'm just trying to, and it makes a huge difference to the comfort. I'm not a massive fan of the high tops. I tend to go for lows more, so I've got these and some other lows, and Jordan 3s as well. And one of the reasons I'm not a big fan is they tend to be a bit stiff. You know, when you've got that much sort of stiff leather around. These are perhaps 3 times more comfortable than the average Jordan 1 high, I would say. Look at how soft that leather is. I've been wearing these for about 3 weeks, but it's not as though they've broken in anymore. This is exactly how soft they are from the outset. All around the heel, look at this. And it makes them so much more comfy on feet. They are so comfortable. They just flex so much better. There's no stiffness, and really there's no creasing as such. So let me just give you a bit of a comparison. These are horrifically creased. These are the lows, which have got the more traditional Jordan style leather, and look at that. It just creases, and then you're done for. And I've even tried ironing those out, and it's of no use. And it's because the leather is just so much more stiffer. And this is kind of the typical Jordan 1 leather that you get on the lows, the mids, and the highs. So those have creased horrifically. Now these, because they're so soft and supple, the whole thing is kind of this wrinkled effect leather. So you don't have to worry about a visible kind of crease, because look how beautifully soft they are. And every single pair, they had about maybe 3 or 4 pairs in my size. I take a UK size 10, which is US size 11, and they were all the same quality. So I'm assuming, you know, you'll get this quality on them. So a really underrated shoe. I mean, I actually quite like it. I think the contrast of the sail against the blue is quite nice. Some people in their reviews said, oh, you can't wear them with jeans, but I've worn them with jeans. It doesn't look particularly weird, because your jeans are never this blue. You know, your jeans are always a bit washed out. But really nice. You can see I've worn them. I'm going to keep wearing them just because they are so comfy. But really, I just wanted to give you the heads up on the amazing quality of this leather, because I do not think you will find another Jordan 1, particularly high, with that kind of quality. Look at that. Okay, and just as a final point, which I think is quite a nice touch, even the tab is in that same beautifully soft leather. There you go. And that's the kind of detail that I want when people review the leather on trainers. You kind of really want to get into the detail of it all. Stitching's pretty good quality, and so the swoosh is interesting because the swoosh has a more kind of tumbled leather, and it kind of has a bit of a roughness to it. And you can see it's kind of, it gets a sort of bit discoloured. That's partly because it's sail, it's not pure white. That's also soft, very soft leather, but it's slightly different to the rest of it. Okay, that's it, done.